So basically what we're saying is nobody in this class has a understanding of shapes. I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 33. 5 out of 33 have a concept of shapes. We're talking squares, rectangles, triangles. That's all it's literally, we haven't even gotten to the next. Oh my God, we haven't even got to the hard shapes yet. I haven't asked y'all to pull out a calculator. I haven't asked y'all to multiply. I haven't asked y'all to add. I haven't asked y'all to subtract. I haven't asked y'all to do anything but identify shapes. What shape is this when you cut it in half? What shape is this when you cut this in half? No. I'm just hush. Just hush. I literally have not. This is the first question where they ask y'all to calculate the area. Mind you, if you're paying attention, books with the answers right on them. This is not even a try it question. This is an example from the book. And only 5 people can give me the answer out of 30-something people, out of 30-something kids. And again, nobody's asking y'all to calculate, multiply, divide, add, subtract. I asked y'all to identify shapes. And we can't get 13-year-olds to identify triangles, squares, and rectangles. This is literally the only class all day who cannot identify shapes. So, tonight, for homework, I'm gonna need you guys to draw shapes.
All right, I'm going to play his apology in just a moment, but teacher, I got some homework for you. If you're ever teaching a class, you got over 30 students, only 5 students get the lesson that you're teaching. Sir, you are the failure, not the students. No way in the hell that over 30 of your students don't know what to do, and you're the teacher, okay? That's an indictment upon yourself. All right, here's the apology.
What's up, y'all? Let me is it safe for me in here? Weekend has been pretty crazy. I've been pretty busy, booked with Daytime TV, advocating for our youth per usual. And y'all know what happened this weekend. I wanted to take the weekend to read y'all comments, take some constructive criticism, and not just respond just to be combative, not just responding back to what y'all have to say. I wanted to take some of that feedback in. There's always room for growth. Like, no matter what, there's always room for growth. So first things first, I want to go ahead and apologize. Yes. Ooh, not apologies. You can't never tell somebody how you made them feel. You know what I'm saying? So if my tone and how I was talking made you feel a type of way, I do apologize for how I made you feel. That was never my intention. My intention is never to be condescending and rude. I literally don't even hear it. I just be talking sometimes, but I do apologize. Second thing, I feel like y'all more so have an issue with me and my tone and demeanor than the actual issue that I'm showing y'all in real time. I am actually quite literally on a daily basis showing y'all how far behind or how big the gap is. And you could say, teach them. It don't work like that. We still have our own curriculum to get through. So how can I go back 4 years and expect them to get fluency like that and then try to, on top of that, add on? It does not work like that. So have your issue with me. Have whatever issue. The goal was to never be like, have your issue with me. But let's not ignore the message that is actually being shown to you in real time. But it is a little crazy to me. We are currently living in an era right now. There's a viral trend going on where parents are locking their toddlers into bathrooms so they can curse and do this, that, and the third. What is baffling to me is that we will take the time and the energy to set up a camera for our kids to curse into them, but we have not read to them. We have not worked with them. We have not pulled out a book with them. You know what I'm saying? That's baffling to me.
Man, brother, I think it would have been better if you just apologized, left it at that, said you can move on. I want to say this to you. I heard your point about you're teaching a different curriculum. They have to know a certain curriculum by the time they get to your classroom. I've been a teacher a long time myself, so I understand that. In situations like that, because it does happen, you have to then go back to whoever was supposed to teach that student properly and give that teacher some of the energy you gave those children, because those children are there to absorb from the teacher. So the energy, while I understand the passion, completely misplaced on these youth. All right. Teacher and rap artist Marquis Bryant was in hot water after posting a clip of his math class on TikTok. And shared with the world how his middle school students do not know how to identify shapes. So he thought this was a good idea at the time. The exercise in the class, a textbook on solving problems that involve cross sections, gives examples that says, quote, a truck needs a metal divider that separates the refrigerated part of the truck from the dry goods. What should the divider look like, and how many square feet will the metal divider be? And you saw the rest of it there. Another person wrote on Instagram, quote, imagine how a student feels looking at the comments under his post calling them dumb, and how unprofessional it is to record yourself berating and shaming kids for being struggling learners. And I would say this brother is struggling with wisdom. Why would you ever do that? All right, so Sharon, why is it that I get the feeling that he needs to go through some teaching himself?
Yeah. The reason 15% is the only number of students who could identify certain shapes is because he's talking down to them. And I suspect he's not the only one talking past them. Kids will shut down when they know you don't really care, you're making fun of them. I originally thought, Doc, until I listened so closely to your analysis, that perhaps a child, surreptitiously recorded. But no, this is the teacher. I know a shape that all the kids in that class could have identified. Egg, as in their egg-headed teacher who's very ignorant and doesn't even know how to apologize. How about, I'm sorry, it's not your failure, it's our failure, we'll fix it. I apologize.
That's right. Well said.